out like this, it doesn't show the actual game anymore, right? It stays on capture reach. I think that's something that I fixed. Oh, this is good. This is good. Blue needs 325 wood in order to be able to put down a blacksmith and a market. He does not have enough wood presently. And these man-at-arms, whilst they might not feel like they're doing damage, they're actually going to delay this fast castle attempt. And by quite a bit, because we're still 100 odd wood shy now for blue. Another man-at-arms is here. A couple of scouts are here now. Oh, beige, the feudal aggression. The shit that I hate to play against. The shit that he's doing so well. So much idle at home, though. I love the pressure, I really do, but we've got to do something about our idle villas. This is way too many. 13 idle villages. And you're only causing a handful of idols. For blue, I think about 8. So nearly half as many you've got idle just for doing this. 14 idle now for beige. And there we go, blue's been forced into building the barracks instead. He has the resources to click up, but he doesn't have enough wood to make those buildings. And this is perfect play from beige to delay that castle. Oh, okay, he's dropping all of his farms now. Realised I don't have any fucking food. What's going on? That's because he doesn't have any farms down. And blue's gonna be frustrated right now. He can't afford a market. This is his only wood that he's getting right now. And if it weren't for the cheap farms, he couldn't have even afforded this either. Saves 40% in every farm. There's 10 farms. So he saved 12 wood per farm. So he saved 120 wood. He would not have had enough for this racks if he weren't playing Titans. And he's so insistent on not making any military because he really wants to get these buildings up for that castle time. And it's beige is all over this guy. This is going to be a quick game. It's going to move real quick. Oh, the scout has died. Another scout is working away on these berry villagers on the left hand side there as well. Exactly right. Popping off some spears doesn't look like it'd be enough. Popping off spears would have been great. There you go, he's got one now. If he had 3 spears here, immediately, instead of trying to bullfight the entire time, he'd be up by now. Look at all of this res that's sitting there doing nothing for him. Nothing. Now he's 6 vills down. Potentially going to be more soon. He still has to build both buildings. 325 he needs. And his farms are running out. So by the time he gets these buildings down, he might not be able to replace these farms. And sure, he'll be pulling a little bit of food, but... Okay, he's going to go for a stable. I like the stable because at the very least he can make his own scouts now. And they don't cost any wood. It's just food. So he can make some scouts without worrying about it delaying his uptime any more than it already has. But definitely not a fast castle. And for beige, I would prefer to wall to the wood line here. He's already at the wood line anyway. And it just ties everything together. Keeps everything safe. Gonna make his way off the goal, so we'll be looking at clicking up himself soon. Notices a couple of spears, and we'll probably just stop producing scouts at this point. Oh, we gotta pause. Oh no. At 5 to goal, I think, from beige. It won't take him long to get the rest to click up. 7 vills ahead. 7 vills ahead. Pause is the bad news. Typically because there's a pause bug at the moment now. You've kind of missed it while being away. But it can just crash the game. But it didn't. It can crash the game for spectators. Okay, we're all good. Continuing again. On we go. Let's make sure we're caught up to live. We are. And Scoutron again, delaying the blacksmith going up. So the wood is there and the blacksmith's being built, but more delay, more delay, more delay. And there's an argument that it's not been a delay enough because Beige isn't going to be on his way up like too soon. But I don't know. He's 9 villages up. Teuton's it's housed. He still has no wood. I said his farms are going to run out very soon. Not much food left on these at all, and he can't replace them. But he's just doing so much damage. Castling to GG maybe. I mean, he's going to be able to make a castle and a couple of knights. Or 2 Tonic Knights, but he's gone Bloodline, so... But he's definitely had the better gameplay so far, by quite a bit. That little bit of idle eco time hurt us, but he can click up now too. Beige, click up. Is he missing the building? He's missing a building. Oh no, we've all been there. Okay, but he will be clicking up then, so he's only going to be about 2 minutes behind, and with 12 more villages, so that's kind of okay. 3 villages of that should get made back, because the castle uptime maybe a bit more than 3. It's as many as 5. Oh, yeah, blue is queuing them up. Overall, KD not looking so hot. Yeah, but that's because he's been losing a couple of scouts. But the amount of eco time, idle eco time he's caused, like, it's not showing it in capture race because the vills were fighting rather than actually being idle. But if you take into consideration how long those vills were fighting for instead of like collecting resources, he's bought so much time. Bloodlines is in for Beige now. First cavalry armor forging's coming in too. Castle Age is a minute and a half to go, so Knights are coming out for blue, and Teuton Knights are pretty good. So that extra armor comes into play. And blue finally lumber camping a good wood line. I want to know what blue's going to do with the 1200 stone he's been collecting. That's another thing. He's been collecting all of the stone. Which is, again, if those were all on wood, he would have been up a lot sooner. Would have been. Beige now completing the wall here. I like that. The farms are a bit messy, but hey, I'm a perfectionist with farm placement. Okay, villas are going somewhere. Where are they going though? It's the stone mining villas, so they're probably going to go and place a castle or town centre somewhere. Don't have the wood for a TC, unless that's what he's waiting for. Iron casting comes in. Castle Age is here now. We should have 2 stables. No, just the 1. Oh, I like this. Pikes and Squires. Iron casting coming in immediately for Beige as well. Economy looking a lot better. 9 vills up. 4 vills going forward here. Yeah, I think it is going to be a forward castle. Right in the middle of all of this wood. That could be problematic. But it's 350 for a crepost, and there's only 5 vills. We have enough vills here to get a crepost up. Except we've only got 4 here, because the rest of them are cut off. Crepost is the mini castle. For those who aren't fully sure. There it is, there's the castle. Does he spot it? Does Beige spot this? He does, he sees the castle foundation. Build a crepost. Build a crepost. Build a crepost immediately. Where'd that 350 just go? Town centre. And a crepost at home. Okay. Okay. Crepost at home instead. He's going to make conics. This is fine. He might even be able to deny this with his pikes. This villa's dead. These villas are going to die too. But the pikes are going to harass these villas, and what blue's going to fight the pikes with his knights? Even Teuton Knights, that's it's not the best fight. It's going to take quite a bit of damage, but the castle will go up. Quick wall attempt from Beige, didn't quite happen. Oh, he's going to go and attempt to do it now. Knights aren't aware, castle goes up. So these 2 villas are going to die anyway, they've got nowhere to go. Conics being amassed. couple more pikes are queued. And where's Beige going with this knight? This knight should go hit the woodline somewhere. We've got TCs from blue expanded forwards. Now both players are in Castle Age, it's well and truly kicking off. It's a forward siege workshop from the Teutons. Blue had so much res float in my time that he got to Castle Age that he's made it a reasonable army. But there's not really anything behind it. He's still only on 30 odd vills. Like, sure, he's got 9 knights, but this is all he's got is these 9 knights. Oh, he's got some TKs in here as well. I'm gonna go for the gold mine from Beige. This castle placement is annoying to deal with, but we still got access to wood. Main gold and stone are safe. Just gotta figure out what the next play is gonna be. It's a siege ram from blue, double bit coming in, gold miner coming in as well. Beige floating a little bit of gold. Doesn't really have the food to keep up with the gold production right now, so adding some more farms to balance that out. And his stable gonna start getting smacked down now too. Connick's thinking about fighting the knights with the pikes to assist as well. This is okay. Garrison the TC to wreck these TKs. Perfect. They only have the 2 PS armor. They die so quick to that town centre. A couple of Connick's got caught off. We will need the pikes with the knights over on the right hand side of the fight. But overall, this is looking really good for Beige. And yeah, the stronger eco paying off. And blue can't really replace the units he's lost. Look, after all the time, he's added 1 more knight in. That's it. Another Rams coming forward. Beige got a 18 villager lead right now. 2 TCs, the same as blue, but his are able to produce constantly. Not that he's doing it right now. Idle TC time is 13 minutes for blue though. And no food. Blue just doesn't have any food. He's got a lot of wood now. He's got a lot of wood over here. Needs to have more farms in, but the Connick raids are going to happen. Oh, defensive castle from Beige. It's risky. You need to focus the TK with the town centre and then ram, use villas on the ram, yeah. Or just use villas on the ram now because the TKs are in it. You're going to lose a villa too because of the castle fire, but it's got to be done. Garrison the TC. Garrison the TC. With everybody. Pikes will come and clear up the knights. Oh, that's fucking Bodkin from Fletching from blue, so the castle ranges that TC now. Oh, that's a tragedy for Beige. As his Connick's clear up a bunch on blue's woodline and proceed to march forward to blue's main base. Another Rams coming out, deleting the wall to let the villas through. Pikes are going to try and defend. This is a Titanic for Beige right now. I like the castle idea, but we didn't have the army. We sent our army away before doing it. More villas are going to be picked off. Connick's are being produced from the Crepos at the back here, but delete this castle, mate, or you're going to lose all that stone. You got to delete it. It was only 24%. You'll get most of it back. Thank you. Okay, still got enough for a castle, so it's okay there. A lot of villas on gold. We could even buy some food right now for Beige. But blue's playing this pretty well. He was greedy early and he got punished for it, but he was able to just about hang in enough. Connick raids did get in on the gold though. This is the problem with building everything forward, is he has nothing at home to defend. And with his resources being so low, his vill count is down to 38. And more than half of those are idle right now. Beige has 56 vills, so it's a lot more. Obviously a lot more. Even though it looks bad and it's being pressured right now, the raids are doing wonders. And I think we're just going to see another castle drop attempt from Blue, maybe, where the forwards are at home. And that's going to be how he plays the game. It's just castles, castles, castles. Tell you what I wouldn't mind seeing from base this game would be Bulgarian cavalry archers. It's a very open map. We're playing against Teutonic Knights, and Teutons have really, really slow knights. They don't get husbandry, so I actually think Bulgarian CA are a really good unit choice. Oh, the BM, the BM, the Village of Micro. I like it. Yeah, I would really rate Bulgarian CA right now. He's tried it once and it was on an open map and it didn't pan out, so I don't think he'll go for it, but I would love to see it. Fully upgraded Bulgarian cavalry archers. They get heavy cav, they get bloodlines, they get husbandry, they get I think they even get partying actually. Bulgarian CA get full upgrades for the blacksmith except the last armor. Like these things, yeah, they do get partying, so they get everything except that last armor upgrade. So like a really good unit on a map like this. They should just get TKs. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Some more TKs leaking out, but they're going to be running up into a castle now, and that's kind of TKs can wreck castles. Made holes from Bulgarians wouldn't be bad here to help with TKs as well. Made holes is a really cheap tech, but no, we're going to see another stable, so I don't think we're going to see CA, which makes me feel bad. And both players easing off, falling into a lull. Blue's gold income's pretty shit. Adding a Scorpion in. Oh, he cancelled that. He wanted more Rams, maybe. $13 military to 8. And yeah, both players just sorting out the recall, trying to get some kind of military together. We need this last infantry upgrade as well for beige. Blacksmith have cheap upgrades anyway for Bulgarians, 50% less food, so we can afford it. And it applies to dismounted conics and also to his pikes as well. So yeah, Bitch Strong Greek is keeping him in the game right now, but wood is going to start becoming an issue as it begins to get pushed back into this corner, and he's the one that's on the small stragglers now. Market only just going up for blue. Forward siege. It should just be out of vision. Oh my god. Will blue scout spot this? No, the auto scout isn't going that way. Oh, okay, he does just see the corner of that foundation. And yeah, he's going to build a castle in panic. But the Conics are here. Go, Conics, go! But he doesn't see the castle! He doesn't know! He doesn't know. Stirrups is coming in. That's 33% faster attacking cavalry. Okay, use the Conics. Go forwards. Find the castle. No! Well, it's up. And he knows it's there now. Well, maybe not yet, because this Conics are just dying to it. Okay, now he knows. Mangonel comes out, dies immediately to the castle as well. Kind of unfortunate. Teutonic Knights not garrisoned in the Rams. If they were in the Rams, they would be safe. What's left of the Conics on the right hand side are looking to go and raid instead. Why are they separated into 5 and 5? They're all Conics. I don't... Interesting. Another Mangonel pops out and dies immediately from beige. Straight to that gold, realizing, hang on, there's nobody here, so just gonna raid the farms instead, maybe. Blue straight into the TC, but it only holds 25 because 2 ends. Extra plus 10 TC garrison. Does still get a couple of old picks. Siege Workshop will fall on the right hand side. Need to delete the stable as well. It's never going to be built. Blue on the left, making sure no expansion or raids coming through there. A couple of knights scouting away. Sultan Mehmet is playing his Teutons. What part of history do I not understand? Being from Castle or Great Post. Oh. Oh, well, thank you, Gunnar. That's weird. Well, thank you. 30C, and in a pretty good spot. I would have preferred it, like, just delete the Palisades and put it in the middle, but hey, that's picky, I guess. There's been some sneak villas from Beige here, though. Look at this. And he's got so much stone he could castle drop. The problem I have with castle dropping here is that all you deny is farms. And they can be rebuilt. Especially as Teutons with cheap farms, too. Different buildings changer. Oh, okay. And Beige trying to be sneaky. Cray post here on the right hand side. It's going to help defend him from any flank attack as well. More conic raids. I like this. He's done really well at raiding the enemy's eco this game, Beige. I feel like he could have swum for the TC there. Yeah. Not so much now. And these villas, are they just coming home? Where are they going? Another cry post. Oh, here comes a big number of conic. I'm gonna try and defend these 2 cray posts that have just been built. These 2 villas in the middle of fucking nowhere now. And this is a really good fight for Beige. He's going to clear this up. Obviously, pre-murder holds for Teutons, so taking down this castle is still going to be a bit tricky. We do kind of need to get to Imp and get Trebs out, but our gold eco is non-existent right now. We need to find this gold and get onto that. We know it's there. We scouted it. Send all or send none, because a few will not do it. Watching relics. Conic's idling about here. These 2 villas still idle as well. Interesting game so far. But Blue is now on his way up to Imp. And we'll be able to get Trebs out. A lot more idle eco time again for Beige. Unforced idle eco time. So many villas just standing around doing nothing. 26 villas right now doing nothing for Beige. And we need to get them working on something. Look at them, they're everywhere. He wants this gold, but there's gold in other places that he's scouted. Granted, it's very far away, but it exists. Another castle attempt from Beige on the right hand side. I like this. Golden up that kind of defensive line. He doesn't know that Blue's up to Imp. The fact that Blue hasn't made that much military would make me believe that he's on his way up to Imp. But it's a really hard thing to judge. Good conic mass up in the north. I wonder if we're going to see some more raids coming in from these things. And these villas are on the move again. Blue about to hit that Imp page. Oh no, he went for wood on the left hand side and got found. Need to send some pikes out there with them. Imp page comes in, food sold for gold immediately so that he can buy a Treb. Coming out with that forward castle. Deleting the house to try to get the villas to safety. Lost so many villas there. And only maintains a 10 villager lead now, and is not an Imp, so that could be closed down very quickly. University coming in for Sultan now. And Beige, a little bit unsure on what to do, maybe. Added some light cav in. Needs to sell some food to click up here. And then that's kind of a must. Your opponent's in him, you kind of got to get up to match him sometimes. Oh, some of those sneak villas got found. Some didn't though, there's still 4 here. Conic raids are coming through, and the raids forward have been great for Beige, but it's caused them so much idle eco time. Look at this, 22 idle vills again. Because he's too busy watching this fight. Send the Conics in, sort your eco out, come back, pull the Conics out. Good damage, but the first Crep Post falls. I don't know if he's even noticed it yet because of this forward aggression that he's got going on. Oh, he's got some light cap going at it, so maybe he does know. Teutonic Knights will defend it. This TC should fall for blue though, finally, along with all the villas that were inside it, and that is really big. That is a lot of villages there that are about to die. If Beige can just get the job done and get the raids and completed as well. Oh, those TKs got pulled away. They got aggroed away. So, yeah, Beige still hasn't noticed that the Trebs are here, but if he ever does, he can go kill them because there's nothing defending them. Blue being very stubborn with this castle and not this TC, not letting it die, but the villas have been getting picked off when they're jumping out to repair. And now they're all dead. He's down to 40 villages. Beige just has to weather the storm. Eventually, he's gonna deal with these Trebs, right? Okay, he's realized now. He's finally realized he's getting Trebbed. He got good damage on the other side, so it's kind of okay. We know where another TC is, but there's a castle under that one, so taking control of this left side of the map, which is incidentally where all of the gold is, would be perfect right now for Beige. That's what he should be doing, because he's got it all scouted as well. Like, he knows there's gold over there. He knows there's no gold over here. If he takes over that left-hand side of the map, then blue will run out of gold pretty quick. More Trebs. The Conics are home. Cavalier is in though for the 2-ins. Oh, these villas are all dead. They all die very quickly here. More stables. Castle's being Trebbed. Oh, the Conics do kill the Trebs though. So that's pretty good work. We can pull back the army. We don't need to die aimlessly here. Still got a couple more harassing initial base. Where did those foes that were over here go? He's walking them all the way home again? Beige, what are you doing with these villages, bro? They've run past gold so many times. We have a lot of stables, which is good. But we're losing villas here on the left-hand side as well. Teutonic Knights are coming in, but they are massively outnumbered by the Conic here. So the Conic should trade pretty well. Beige has finally managed to click up at 2, so when he has a reasonable army number, so he should be able to hold with the army he's got. Only one more Treb has been added in by Teuton's player. He's up to 47 villas again, but he's so far behind in eco because of that raid. But he can easily catch up. These pikes are just sitting here, Beige. Get them over on that left-hand side. Get your pikes over with the villages, bro. Just gonna try force up a Crep Post instead. Oh, okay, send in the pikes, thank Christ. Right, we need to snipe this Treb again when we get a chance. There's a lot going on, so I understand. He's finally put a mining camp down on this goal, but the village have walked away from it so many times. Okay, he cleared them up. There's just this one now. The light cap will die to that. But he's got wood access under this Crep Post. He can get gold access on the left-hand side. He's on his way up to Imp. He has the Vill lead. He's adding in Knights at the moment. Oh, separate the Conic at the back, please. They're so slow. One Vill repairing the Treb, one Vill attacking it. The castle putting head down, though. Light cap to raid, or to clear out the Treb. would be ideal. Oh, he used them to pull away the army and is now going to go kill a Treb. I like this. The Krippos does just about live. And Beige, he's got a really good handle on this game. Now Blue's going to attempt to rebuild this TC over here. But I think he could be tempted to call the GG when Beige hits Imp. Oh no, you're running all these vills under the town centre, mate. Luckily, Blue isn't noticing, so the castle's just auto-firing on the military right now. Base just go up 20 vills ahead. It's 69 to 40, well, 50 now. So much military is idle for Beige here, though. And he doesn't actually have a castle, so he can't make his own trebs, which could be problematic. And he's got so much villagers moving around the map just to go and like, get this gold. But when they get there, he'll be in a solid spot. Main gold for Blue still not being completed either, so that's also an area that we can look to attack. And 700 food, I would like to see this more spam, more stables, more spam. Let's keep pushing out Lycav. We do get Hussars, Bulgarians as well. Well, that's an expensive upgrade, 600 gold. So it's something that we should look at, just for raids. They also have better PS armor than Connix as well, I think. Yeah, Connix PS armor is kind of shit. If you look at the Lycav, it's already +2. Get them up to Hussar, and yeah, here we go. Start the raids. Blue's already feeling the pain. If you start choking him out now, this game is definitely in the bag. He's only got 12 on food right now, has Blue, and he's trying to make fucking Teutonic Knights and Cavalier. And just keep raiding the farms, keep raiding, Beige. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. He can win this. He can win this. It looked dicey at times. What a fucking back and forth game this has been, guys. On Atacama of all maps. But the way Beige has played this has been pretty solid. He may have panicked, but it doesn't seem like he has. He had one or two moments where he was a little bit unsure, but he focused up. He has got plenty of vills over on this gold on the left now. Hussars coming in, I love to see that. Another defensive castle for Blue. Hey Chef, welcome on in. What a game we've had here, Chef. Beige is who was winning in Dark and Feudal Age, then he was losing in Castle Age. Blue got to Imp early. Beige stayed in Castle to fight back Blue and is now in Imp as well and has taken the game back. Been a fucking fantastic game, Chef. Oh, the Cavalier with the assistance of that castle are going to make short work of the Connix now, though. Last defensive upgrade is in for the Teutons. Oh, the noise of all the horses dying to that murder holes. 3 murder holes, remember? Hey, Jarinha, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the herd. Every game's a gay gamer on Fluxby's casting. I do try to make them sound interesting, but this one's just been interesting of its own accord, Chef. Speaking of Chef, we've got Mikey AoE in the chat, we've got Huggy in the chat. Both are prepared to play, I think. I know Huggy is, I'm not sure about Mikey. Then we said maybe. Or you could play for us as well, Chefy. That's an option too, if you're available. We do love a Chef game. There you go. Mikey said he's willing. So we do have a couple of people able. After I well, that's cool then, because I'd like to do Huggy first because it's a weekday and it's approaching midnight. Huggy is always here. So I would like to see. I'd probably like to do Huggies first because it's UK for him. And then he's not like worried about being up too late. And then Mikey can go after it, and then we'll maybe get a Chef game in after that. That sounds awesome to me. More farm expansion. I hate how far away they are from the mill, but hey, sure, at least they're there. More racks being added in from Blue here. Gonna be going for Pikey Boys. Handcart coming in, bit late for that one. But we are back up to 70 villages. He's actually got the vill lead now, but he just hasn't been creating villages for quite a while. And he's only on the 1TC since this one got killed. Destroyed, I guess. More Hussar raids. Yeah, I know it's a holiday for you, but it's not a holiday for Huggy though. Send in Rector T90 for those beautiful farms. Yeah, right. Phages farms, bro. More night raids, and this is the thing though, the raids from Beige have been more consistent and they've done more damage overall. Sure, you could say that the Blues had the map control and he's had a slow methodical push, but Beige has done a really good job of guerrilla tactics, guerrilla warfare, and Beige was at 69 builds earlier as well for a while. Blue stopping any more gold expansion. And yeah, this game's gonna be a fight for scraps until the end, I think. Sure, it's Hussar versus Cavalier, but they're fully upgraded Hussar, and they do have stirrups as well, so, you know, it's worse fights. One singular treb has been afforded. More racks being added in by Beige this time, as he sees the pikes coming forward. Both players floating quite a bit of wood, so adding in some trash units from oh, it's a GG castle. But see, I mentioned Beige doing a similar castle to Blue earlier, and I'm glad that he didn't, because even if this castle goes up, what does it deny? 3 farms? Like, we've got eco over here, we've got wood over here, we've got gold over here. Like, this castle doesn't actually do anything. It would be better if it was a defensive castle. All Beige needs to do now is run away and build a TC somewhere else with, like, the gold here. Deal with the lingering Cavalier he's got on the left-hand side. Could even TC the wood line in the middle. That would be ideal as well. My TC, I needed that, he says. Oh, and it goes to GG. Oh no, Beige. I think you would have won this. What a game. What a game from both players. Can't do in play, and it may have dragged a while. Yeah, I'm not a great in player. If you want to get better at playing imp, you definitely should watch anybody other than me or CJ. Don't watch CJ either. But I was out of ideas. Okay. Okay. So from this position, or at least for the last 10-15 minutes, what you should have been doing is expanding to the left over here. You had the entire map scouted. You knew there was no gold on the right hand side, and his castles were over here, and he didn't have anything over this side. You could have cleared out the Cavalier, the couple he had, and just taken all of this gold and this wood. And this would have been perfect. Then you win this game easily. Yeah. Then you definitely win this super easy. That aside, I know you've only tried it once and it didn't work fantastically. But into Teutons, Bulgarian cavalry archers are really good. Like, really good. Because you get full upgrades. Teutons are really slow. They struggle against anything that can kite them or with movement and stuff. They struggle a lot against that kind of thing. And their only answer would be to go scams, which they don't even get bracer for. So once you see him like castle drop and go like TKs, or even when you see him making knights, which he was probably going to do anyway, like cavalry archers would have killed everything. I totally understand why you didn't think to go cavalry archers, but I think it would have been insane. Either way, it was a really, really fun game to watch. It was. Plenty of back and forth. He gave us a really good show there, Base, so thank you for that. That was fucking awesome. Huggy, do you want to queue up, mate? Oh, he's on a new account too, this guy. So this guy's probably more like 1200 odd page rather than 1100. Judging by his win rate, maybe like 1180. So earlier games he used to protest because you've done it more. That's the only reason. If you were to play like deathmatch over and over again, which I don't do because I don't find it enjoyable, then you will be better at the late game, in my opinion. But no, it was a pleasure to cast it. It was really fun. It was really fun. Yeah, you had the Vil lead pretty much all game. Pretty much all game. Huggy just queued up. Hey, I will heal you. Welcome on in, buddy. How you doing? Hope you're well. Steph again, damn it. Let's go. I love a step game from Huggy G. No water clowning for this boy. Not a drop of it on Steph. Not a fucking drop. Yeah, have looked good fun. We trying to find the game here. And it's going to be Kajaras versus Malay on step. So I do like both of these civs as options.
Hi.
Hey, that is the voice of Gem the Sorceress, guys. Welcome on in, Gem.
What's up, everyone?
How are you doing today?
Doing all right.
Start of the week. Monday.
So who are we watching?
Huggy G. Good old
Is it
Huggy.
Huggy_G?
No underscore. Just Huggy G. He's a water clowner. He 1600 peak, and he's currently trying to climb his way back there. But it typically does pretty well on stream, so he's on step, and the civ matchup is Kajaras versus Malay. So quick uptime for Malay, traded off by the food trickle that Kajaras get. So should be pretty interesting.
Oh my god, Mikey, stop. You're cringe. That's what you are, Mikey.
Where are my earplugs? Wait, what? Gem is the MVP co-caster, always enjoyable. Also, where are my earplugs? Is that
It's because I scream
come in?
a lot.
Take a seat by the fire.
Very
Oh,
loud.
Beastie, thank you very much for the resub. That's awesome.
Thanks, Paige. Oh, Paige is a new fluffle. That's such a good notification.
Right, so we're getting in TCs will be built straight away. And as this happens, and I zoom out a touch, I'm going to pass you guys over into the very capable voice of Gem. And I'm going to go take a quick tinkle. So, Gem,
Sounds good.
take it away.
Yeah. So Gordejetas versus Malay. Our hero is playing Gordejetas. I think one thing I want to note immediately is that Huds Mars, the opponent, did get their TC up significantly faster. Basically, uh, plopping it immediately. Whereas Huggy opted to move to the wood along the edge of the map, because Step has a lot of wood and kind of these dense forested little patches. Huggy opted to. He's got a nice little spot here. He's got gold on his south side, north on. He's got wood on the north side. TC will be coming down quite a bit later. But I mean, 8 seconds of TC idle from what? What's up with the idle TC? I feel like that's just like maybe it's like you're not like the TC just plops down and you don't even realize it, so you're not clicking the Vil right away. I feel like I have no more than like 2 seconds. Like I hear that sound and I'm like, you know. You're a bit soft on the mic. I mean, I'm talking in my normal voice. It's possible Buns had like lowered my volume on Discord. If I'm coming in quiet, that's probably why. In which case, Buns will have to remedy it when he returns from his tinkle. As long as you guys could hear me, I think it's fine. Of course, Huggy G is garrisoning sheep in as Gordajetta, so it's a good idea. Getting the 8 sheep. I think that's it. You get the 8 sheep because there's huge amounts of deer. It's nice. I don't think I've ever actually looked at Steppe with like the entire map revealed like this, like during a cast. So it's neat to, get a little context there. One thing I should point out is that, my goodness, we've got yurts, and I think the yurts give pop. So both players are at 20 pop with no houses, and that's just because they started with like these yurts, 500 HP. I don't know how their stats compare to houses, but they give 5 pop nonetheless. Huggy is luring in boar, and I think HUD's blue player has not lured in any, because they both start with 2. Yeah, HUD's has opted. I guess it makes sense because when you're in the position of the Gordjeras, you take your sheep, you put your sheep in the mill, whereas if you're in any other Civ's position, you just take the sheep like regular, like normal. HUD's is okay. I mean, I guess he saved the Vill. It's fine. I was gonna say his play's a little sloppy, but Huggy's got like an almost dead villager as well. The yurts do look cool. Honestly, I like that. Like, there's like different styles. Like we have like the wooden, like thatched hut ones, but then we also have like this very cool looking like golden tent, presumably made out of like vellum or fur. That's cool as hell, If only the caster, or if only the streamer were here to zoom in on that fur texture, that would be wonderful. Nonetheless, we see the Gordjetta player. So one thing to note, when the Gordjettas, one of their bonuses is that they start with 2 forage bushes. It's kind of like the Chinese bonus where they start with 3 extra bills. They don't pop into existence until you've actually plopped the TC. So you can see he's got like these 2 little forage bushes, basically right in front of his gold. And honestly, I hope they didn't spawn over gold. I actually have no idea if that's a thing. Like, I thought Huggy put his town center such that he was touching this gold. That would actually be incredibly tragic if when the berries spawned in, they ate gold patches. I don't know if that's a thing. I'd have to like look back at the beginning of a replay and see if that's a thing. I hope to God that's not a thing, because that's 1,600 gold that Huggy will never get back if that's how it works. I don't know. I see Buns zooming in and out. So, Buns, do you have any thoughts on that?
On whether the berries get rid of gold batches?
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't. Okay. I guess he didn't. He must have not put it touching. Least... He put with like a little 1 square gap.
No, wait. I think you're right.
You think the berries ate the gold patches?
I
think it's worth going back and looking.
No, they didn't. Okay, yeah. They both have 14 tiles each.
Oh, you sure about that? Okay.
Yeah.
So they have...
Capture edge counted for me.
Main gold, yeah, 5, 4, 5, okay. And then 4, 5, and 5. Got it. Okay, yeah. I'm tracking. Yep, that makes sense.
Howdy, it's Hexy. Welcome on in. First time chatter. How you doing?
Hi, it's Hexy.
Yeah, did you talk about TC placements?
Are you asking if I could, or are you asking if I did?
I'm asking if you did. I'm assuming
I
you did. Okay.
I mentioned it at first, like Huggy kind of put his TC down later.
Yeah.
But he put his next to wood, whereas Blue put their TC down basically right away.
Yeah, typically you don't want to do what Huggy's done. You want to drop your TC straight away, or at least on like a close gold, which is what Blue's done for Steppe. But Huggy's kind of looked out in that he has this gold pretty far back next to a wood line, and then one of his secondary golds is just off to the side there as well. So really good spot. Doing good, just picked up AoE out on the Citrus streams to try and learn. Well, this isn't a bad stream for learning. I'm far from a very good player, but we also cast viewer games all the time. And sometimes I get awesome people like Jem
Hi.
to come in and help
Yeah.
me cast, and she's a little bit better than I am as well. And we'll give our opinion, give feedback, and make the game seem obviously interesting and stuff too. And it's really fun, and it's a good way to learn. You can watch your games back and get different people's perspectives. And we see the Man at Arms from Blue are already getting harassment in on these Deervilles, but Man at Arms on the way in for Huggy, and he's gone for 4 instead of 3. Do you think that's because of the extra food trickle?
Maybe. You know, you don't have to worry about the gold because you've got the gold right there on step. So I know that's normally why you would normally go through 3 on like an Arabia map. You do 3 because you could get like 1 trip of gold in, and then you're like that bill goes back to other
Yeah.
tasks. But here, that's not a concern. You could
Oh, that's
get
true.
to your
Yeah.
gold really quickly. So if you want to add in more men at arms, add in more men at arms. I guess. I think that's the theory behind this play from Huggy. But
yeah.
I mean, Huds is also adding in more men at arms.
Yeah, so we could see an infantry battle breaking out here. And thank you very much for the follow, Hexy. Welcome on into the herd. You're one of our little rabbits now. There's plenty of streamers in the chat as well, Iron Chef being one of them. Also a chill guy to follow, depending on what your time zone's like.
I think Huggy's taking a better engagement. 2 men at arms dead, 0 dead for Huggy.
Yeah, but there is an archer here now for Hoods, though.
Yeah, but the archer is shooting the horse.
The
so
horse is blocking. He's using the horse to block.
It's such a great use of the horse because
Oh.
that archer presumably attack moved in and it's just firing
Yeah.
the closest target. So he kept the horse close to the archer, so Archer's AI automatically targets the horse.
Yeah.
And he's getting his pound of flesh for that horse meat. That horse was a trooper to the end. Meanwhile, Blue's horse is presumably just on auto scout, just sort of
Yeah.
rummaging around on the right side of the map, not doing much.
Yeah.
Huggy had a combat horse.
And we've got Wheelbarrow coming in for Huggy, so he'll be looking to click up after Wheelbarrow completes. Whereas Hoods, the Malay guy, he doesn't seem, his eco seems a bit imbalanced, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know what Blue did so differently.
I know what Blue did differently.
What did Blue do differently?
He made farms.
Oh.
Huggy
yeah.
hasn't made any farms. It's all hunt.
Yeah, he's just been. Yeah, you're right. Huggy's been focusing more on the hunt, which I think
means,
is a better way to play the map.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
The hunt's faster.
Yeah, the hunt's faster. You don't have to spend the wood on farms, so you can just have less on wood.
Yeah.
So even though he's down builds, he has Wheelbarrow, and that makes up for 3 villages because it's 90-second research tech. He gets the food trickle from the Gajara bonus as well, of having the sheep in the mill. So yeah, like this is really, really smart play from Huggy, I have to say. And normally he's pretty stupid because he's English. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, really good play to go out and fight for those deer, and Rishgoville's been out there because I guess you see that Malay won't go on scout as well, so you can kind of take that risk and it's not as worrisome.
Yeah, I mean, Huggy clicked a castle and Blue really isn't anywhere near it.
Yeah. I will heal you 12 also in the chat as well. He's also a really wholesome streamer. These guys are a little bit lower reload than me, so probably a better place to start. But obviously you're welcome in any time. And we cast any elo. Doesn't matter whether you're 200 or 2k, I'll cast you. Sorry, Gemma spoke over you.
I just like that emote that I will heal you put in there, Kirby, with a little headphone.
Oh, the little Kirby one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think...
I was thinking... Oh, go on.
Camels.
Camels, yeah. What else are you going to do if it's barding? Except maybe Shrivamsha riders.
Yeah, a couple of Sharamshas would be really good to start with.
Right, I think that makes the most sense, because versus Malay, you know, they're not going to go horse units. Their horse units are really bad. They might go battle elephants, but those Malay players just go archers, I think.
Yeah, they could go for those cheap battle elephants, like you said, but doing that into a camel civ just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah,
so
I think Gorjetta camels would totally shred Malay battle elephants.
Yeah, so I think you're right. What's the EL system like? I'm a recovering League of Legends addict. I'm also a recovering League of Legends addict. Looking for a different game strategy, more ELO equals better skill level. Pretty much, yeah.
I love that Blue just said gulp.
Yeah, gulp, because Castle Age. Love a bit of banter. It's very similar to League in that in League you can have a bronze player who's terrible at the game, but they know how to farm, and that's why they're bronze. Or they can be really good at fucking micro fights, but don't know how to farm, and that's why they're bronze.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll say about League of Legends ranking system, but I like a lot more of in Age of Empires, is that you have like nice words like bronze and platinum and stuff, whereas in Age of Empires you just have arbitrary numbers that only make sense in like a context of like, well, if I tell you someone's 1800, what does that mean? Well, most players in this game are like 1k, so
Yeah.
an 1800 player is that much better than a 1k. So I just like the idea of like, I wish this game had like platinum league.
As somebody who's been on both sides of that, quite a lot, I actually prefer just the elo number instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and it still applies, but not so much now, where people will get to like 13, 1400, like, oh, I'm a 1400 elo player, blah, 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 blah. So they play differently in the egos there, and they'll look down on people. But they do that less in AoE, whereas games that have that traditional bronze, silver, gold, Sharam Shurada raids are here, coming in. They're a little bit more, oh, well, you're not even plat. And you could be like 3 elo behind them, technically, but you're not plat. You know what I mean? And that doesn't really happen in AoE. Yeah. It's like, well, oh, well, yeah, you're not even 1800. No, but I'm 1796. So, problem with the name ranked in leagues, the ego trip people have. Yeah, exactly, Hexy. Exactly.
But with the numeric manner, it is more fluid also, yeah. I just like having the nice little title. I don't know.
I don't see why there can't be both. Why is there not a world for both? No game does both. Why not? Where's the issue with that?
Yeah.
Right?
Have a title and a number.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 900 to 1100 elo is silver. And you will still see your elo rating, but your pretty title and badge will change if you deviate from 900 or 1100, right? Like.
Uh-huh. Interesting. It seems like Blue has a lot more vills than Huggy does, despite the Vill kills. You know, it's 36 to 33. That was before the Vill kills.
Well, Huggy is housed again, which is probably one thing to do with it.
Yeah.
A little bit more idle TC time as well.
Much different.
Yeah.
I guess it's like 30 seconds more. Yeah. That's like 1 bill more.
Yeah.
And they both have like equal text in their TC. They both have handcart.
Huggy is quite common for getting Town Watch early. I don't know if he's done it this game though. I haven't spotted it. Okay. Yeah, I think he has got Town Watch.
Yeah, his building's got more line of sight.
Looks like it, yeah. But the Sharam Shurada raids, supported by a couple of crossbows archers, are doing well. Fleshing is in now as well, so we could see either scams or crossbows being teched into for Huggy. Forward siege coming through now as well. This game's looking really rough for Blue. Sure, his eco is a bit better, but he doesn't have any military at all. He's down 12 military pop here, and the military he's got is all trash. It's all trash units.
I'm not sure I understand your question, Hexy. Is it the actual average where players are average skill level, or just the top of the bell curve?
10 elo is the actual average. I believe.
Like, isn't the top of the bell curve inherently like the average?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. GG.
Yeah, GG. Well played from Huggy.
Just immediately goes into the Shrivamshas and just...
I mean, Huggy played this really well, and I know we didn't really focus on the game that much, but there wasn't really too much to focus on. He had a really strong feudal age. He transitioned into a quicker castle age, and then he won the game.
Yeah.
Just really, really solid play from Huggy this game.
Yeah, pretty solid play all the way from dark to castle.
Yeah.
Better than the opponent.
Yeah. So
and
yeah.
Even though Blue put down the TC quicker, he didn't use the map as well. You know, putting down those early farms instead of just going to deer.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's why a lot of people pick Mongols on this map, so that they can go and abuse that hunt. But well played from Hugs. Well, the average skill level in League is gold 4. So
I think I was like silver something when I played. I don't think I ever got the gold.
I was plat something. I used to coach and things too.
Wow.
Sign up for
interesting.
something with Zaki. Oh, did these know each other? Mid-elo co-op co? Do they know each other, or is Huggy just shamelessly self-plugging right now?
I mean, yeah, COC.
Oh, they know each other.
I've seen people call the co-op cup that, so
Yeah,
that might get bleeped.
they know each other. That's okay. Well done, Hugs. Mikey, you gonna hop in for us, mate? Are you Meerkat? Is it Meerkat, Mikey? Are you
I
Meerkat?
do, I do love this car, but what's weird about it is that it's clearly moving like horizontally, but it looks like the car is tilted
Yeah,
towards
it's
us. You
diagonal.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Diagon
So
Alley.
diagonally, yeah. So like the direction of its motion isn't actually like matching the way the car is facing,
Yeah.
which is just kind of funny to me.
Oh, you saved my life, Jem. My throat was starting to give out on me when you joined.
Well, happy to be here.
Happy to
Probably
have
run
you.
off for 4th of July shenanigans. I don't know when that's happening.
Was not a fan of the Wordle today.
Oh yeah, the
Did not like it.
guessing like randomly that what the word that you guessed before the correct word. Like I didn't even think of that word, so it's literally
Oh,
like I was in the same position as you, where like I could have just guessed that word
yeah.
with no context and been wrong.
Yeah. It's very annoying. I used dream as my first word. Yeah, it's 4th of July. Not for us, Huggy, but for a lot of people in America. It's only just clock midnight for us.
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. where I'm at.
There's an easy to understand graphic of a unit counters. Probably one on the internet. There's not one particularly in the game, but
The damage bonus system in this game is very dumb compared to something like StarCraft, but you know,
yeah.
it's there.
But they are kind of straightforward.
It's like there's
Vietnamese
a
and
lot of
Arabia.
pretty straightforward ones, but then there's like really weird ones that you would
Yeah.
never think of, like
Have a good fun,
Chukonus
Mikey.
shredding rams.
Yeah.
You have like the really basic ones like spearmen do good against horses, skirmishers do good against archers. You know,
Scams against
light
elephant
cavalry go
archers just
against
doesn't sound
monks.
right either. Why
Oh,
would you?
skirts against elephant
Yeah,
archers, yeah.
but
And then you have what's weird ones like Chukonus and battering rams. You know,
yeah, but
you
the
have things like eagle warriors taking extra damage from swordsmen. I don't know. It's all right.
well, here you
And
go.
empires.fandom.com is really useful. I don't think I've ever. What is this site?
It's like a wiki for AoE.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, wikis are good. Good luck, Mikey. Have luck, Mikey.
Have luck, good
Good
fun.
fun. Have luck, good fun.
Let's
And
see what
look through
counters
the main
things.
units and see what counters things.
Awesome. Thanks, Nav. Um,
But the thing I don't like about the way it's designed is that you just kind of have to know, like, if you play a game like StarCraft, you have a unit like the Marauder, which does bonus damage to like armored, and you could just like see it in the game. It's like there, like it has a damage value versus non-armored and a damage
ah,
value versus armored. Whereas like if you train a skirmisher, you'd say, "Oh, this does like 2 damage. Why would I ever make this unit?" Oh, well, if you knew that like there's like a hidden bonus damage of like 4 versus archers, you know,
yeah,
the closest you get is that unit descriptions talk about it. You know, you'll have things like you mouse over the skirmisher and it'll say like weak to cavalry and
yeah,
infantry, strong to archers. You
yeah,
know, that's the sort of thing you get. Oh, MBM bot doesn't like links.
yeah,
Hidden
and
bonuses
then
to make things extra annoying. Yeah,
yeah,
I just it's kind of built into the game is the problem. Like the game is kind of reliant on the interactions of these hidden bonuses. So it's just it's one of those things. Game shows its age in those ways.
Yeah.
Not my favorite cup of tea, but that is what it is. Wow, this is a Google sheet. Oh my god.
Have you found Mikey's game yet?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I haven't even been looking.
I've been looking. I can't find it.
He's Meerkat.
Yeah,
Right?
it's Meerkat. Yeah, I'm gonna use AOT.net instead.
Meerkat.
Okay, it's Vietnamese-based Tatars on Arabia.
My goodness, I need to. You're using AOE2.net?
Yeah.
Matches. Ongoing matches.
Okay, so we'll talk about Mikey first because he's picked Vietnamese, one of my favorite civs. You get to see where the enemy TC is straight away, so that can be really good for the early game for laming, for scouting, knowing which side of your base you need to wall first, etc., etc. I'm just gonna speed up the live gem. You'll catch up, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, also the Vietnamese, they get eco upgrades don't cost any wood, which is pretty handy too, because that can be pretty tight early if you're doing archers, which Vietnamese probably will be. Their archer range units get plus 20% HP at all ages as well, so that's also pretty pog. And they actually have some of the best elephants in the game. They're just a little bit underrated. I know you've been a little bit of an elephant enjoyer as of late, haven't you, Gem? Due to the tournament you're in.
Yeah. Elephants are nice.
Chunkers.
They're far from my favorite unit, but necessity calls. I will make the chonker when the situation demands it.
Yeah. So that's
I normally prefer faster units.
Yeah, same. Oh, Mikey's got a pretty good base as well. Tatars are a bit of an awkward civ though, which is what we've got from Blue here. Do you know much about the Tatars, Gem? They're an awkward civ as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, they have kind of they have like a really interesting bonus in that their hill bonus stuff does more damage.
Yeah.
So normally there's like a bonus in the game. Oh, speaking of hidden bonuses,
Elevation.
when you're standing on a hill, when you're standing on a higher elevation than a unit you're attacking, you will do bonus damage,
and also take less damage.
Yes, and this is the case at all times. There's like a 25% bonus either way, but I think for Tatars it's like 50%. Like the bonus is doubled.
Yeah, it's an extra 25. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where if you're on a hilly map, I mean Arabia's a fairly hilly map, so Tatars can definitely utilize that hill bonus and get some extra damage in.
That affects all units actually, even buildings.
Yep.
So if your house is at the bottom of a hill and it's getting attacked from the top of the hill, it will take bonus damage.
And that also applies if you're like a trebuchet besieging a castle.
Yep.
If your trebuchet sat on a hill.
Yep. That does more damage.
Castle. And in the case of melee, it could just be a matter of looking at like the slope. If you have a unit at the bottom of the slope.
Yes, actually, that's why.
With a unit at the top.
Yeah.
Is that why T90?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Castle in a divot. Yeah, exactly.
It depends on elo though. So
that's why you generally put castles on top of hills when you can.
Yeah.
Is because then the castle fires and gets hill bonus.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying.
I think it depends on elo a little bit. Sometimes you want the castle to be on a hill. Sometimes you just want it to be next to a resource. I think if you're a bit of a lower elo, on a hill kind of works better. But because you're not really going to be able to actively defend with military as much and things like that. But at a higher elo, positioning is more important than elevation, I think.
Sure.
At least that's what I've seen from casting.
I mean, I feel like I'm looking at Leonardo's map mainly right now. I feel like Leonardo has a good potential castle spot, like forward. It's like on this hill. It's kind of nestled in between this wood and this gold. And it's on top of the hill, so I don't know. let's see if Meerkat's our hero. Let's see if Meerkat has a good
Yeah.
hilly castle. There is a hill forward on like these berries, but it's not like that close to
Yeah.
much res. It's not really protecting this
Come in.
main gold.
Take a
It
seat
could
by the
come
fire.
together.
damn. Actually, thank you very much for the prime sub. Really appreciate that. You're now a Fluffle. As a Fluffle, you get access to obviously all the emotes. But you
I
also
just heard
get access
something
to
in my
2
house. I'll be
bonus
right back.
commands. Yes. Exclamation mark Fluffle and exclamation mark Bonk, which you can use towards other people in the chat. So exclamation mark Bonk, and then at somebody like I'm Navarian, and you get special commands too because you're a special little Fluffle now. So welcome on in. Right, so build orders are an important thing as well. This is something that are kind of fundamental and the definition of how the majority of people play the game. So you'll see here, Meerkat went to 6 villas on sheep, then he's gone to 9 villas on berries, which is too many, but that's neither here or there, and a couple on wood, couple on gold. Welcome back. Everything good?
Yeah, I had a laundry basket like precariously balanced on top of like my dryer, and it fell over. So it was like that loud noise I heard.
Oh, Blue's gone for some big boy walls though, as he's trying to wall up to the edge of the map on the left hand side already.
Yeah, these are some pretty greedy walls. They also don't even touch the edge of the map. It's
Yeah.
just an arbitrary section of wall.
I
with a
actually
hole to the
love.
right of a wood and to the left of the map edge. What's
Yeah,
that?
I actually love Blue's walls. If Blue walled to the tree line there, like he is doing on the left, and then done the same on the right, and then to his TC, he has a beautiful base. His main stone is safe, secondary gold is safe. He's got a safe wood line that can't be ranged by anything at the back as well. I actually would really love him to do that with his walls.
Okay, good. He's filling in the hole there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see if he does it. He's got everyone to fill in that hole in the that match. He's probably what he's done, because it's one of those things where you click and drag, and then you
Yeah.
can't place buildings in that black
In the
area.
Fogger wall, yeah.
Yeah. So now he's probably going to put down that
Yeah.
extra wall section. Once he's
Yeah.
done here.
Here's wall into the main gold as well. These are really solid walls from Blue. Leonardo, my guy.
Uh-huh.
Range coming out for Mikey though, so he'll be adding in archers very soon. Eco upgrades are coming forward, double bit horse collar straight away. Only 3 on gold, that's probably going to go up. And we don't have any farms yet though. Yeah, his eco balance for his opening was a little bit off. What was
Dude,
Mikey?
Blues or
Mikey's, yeah.
Okay.
Now, one thing that is good here is that Tatars are, whilst they get Thumb Rings for free and Party and Tactics for free, they are pretty much a cavalry archer civ. They have really good CA, but that is all that they really have is good CA. And good light cavalry as well.
Right.
Archers counter CA.
Sure.
And
Like
Vietnamese
crossbow,
have really,
weak CA,
yeah. And Vietnamese have really good archers.
Well, now Leonardo is adding in stone walls.
Oh my god, yeah, Leonardo's going for the boom.
The plan is wall and boom. I mean, I guess.
I absolutely love
we're
how,
at that elo range.
yeah, I love how the Tatar buildings look in Feudal Age.
Yes, I agree. I think this is one of the best architecture sets.
Yeah, it's actually
I think my
gorgeous.
top 3 are. I like the Middle Eastern one in Feudal Age.
Yeah.
I like the Central Asian one in Feudal Age. That's this one. And then I like the African one in like Imperial Age.
Oh yeah,
Epic and like Castle Imperial. It looks really good.
yeah,
They all kind of have like the common features being they have kind of this kind of polished like sandstone looking aesthetic to them that I really like.
yeah. Need a couple more villas on the gold. I understand adding farms in so we can keep our vote production up, but 6 will do it. We need more than 4 on gold. I would like to see a second range as well. But Fletching is in, and they both have. Well, it's actually 4 archers to 3 for Mikey.
Yeah, and
But he's
Mikey's
leaving.
have archers, but they're passing each other. Mikey has sent his archers out while Blue sends the archers
Okay,
in.
he's coming back.
I guess Meerkat made a spearman on the assumption there was going to be a scout rush, but that was not the case.
Yeah. He does get 1 archer already. The other 2 are going to be chased away. And blue is completing the walls to the edge of the map with stone, as you mentioned.
Yep, blue is full vault at this point. I don't think there's any holes. I don't see any.
He has a good base where both of his secondaries are behind there. Mikey's not so lucky. He does clear up those arches.
Right. Actually, I want to say there's a hole. Yeah, see, a villager just walked out. So you see the two houses in the center.
Yeah, next to the range.
PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, next to the range. That's a hole. So if blue doesn't see it, Mikey could walk right in.
Yeah, but the worst thing is we're against Vietnamese who are going arches, and he's got Palisade on the left, so he can just come and shoot the Palisade open. Scams do counter arches, but are countered by everything else. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an argument that scams are
very,
good.
Specialized unit.
Yeah, there's an argument that scams are good into pikes as well, but I don't really agree with that. They're kind of okay into them.
Yeah, it's kind of a wash.
That's a numbers game. Like 5 scams at the 5 pikes, I probably favour the scams. 30 scams at the 30 pikes, I probably favour the pikes because they get close enough then. So it's whatever.
Oh, he plugged it.
Yeah, a lot of scams coming out.
Ooh, 5 skirmishers, and they're taking shots and taking
Yeah.
hits on these.
But
Mikey has
Mikey's got his
skirmishers.
own. He's got his own, and he has fletching and the padded archer armor as well from the blacksmith. So he should just win this fight if he goes to take it.
Yeah, blue player has no upgrades whatsoever. Yeah, Mikey should definitely just walk in here and take this fight. And
Yeah.
win.
And he
But
would
he's
win.
standing on the hill.
Okay, he did go to send the archer first, but he realised sent the scams forward instead. But
Oh, but he's
Okay,
right-click
there you go.
moved them. Okay, there he goes. Come on, there we
it
go.
goes. Oh, the scout will
got
do really good
scout in
work
there
here,
too.
but blue has added an extra scout in. That's a bonus scout. Archers need to focus the scout because it will clear up the scams. Okay, he's
Yeah,
focusing the
he's
scout now.
right-click the scout, he's focusing it down.
Okay, and now he wins
Archers,
this.
though.
He wins this now because of the upgrades he's got for his scams.
Oh yeah.
Plus 20% bonus HP as well. So
Yep, Vietnamese arguably. I think they. I don't think it's even arguable. They have the best skirmisher in the game, with like archery range HP plus Imperial skirm.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah,
But then Dravidian scams are so good.
that's true. The fire rate.
25% faster. Like you have an extra scam for every 3 scams you've got. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So Mikey has opted to add in 2 stables.
Yeah, Mikey
and
also
is
has a hole.
adding Scouts.
Okay, he's gonna
What's
plug
that?
it. Yeah, I was gonna say he's also got a hole, but he's plugging it. He's plugging it.
Yeah. He's added in. He's investing a lot of food, which is going to delay his castle time. But
Yeah.
surprisingly, he still has a better food situation than blue. He's adding in. He's got scouts. He got scale barding, and he got bloodlines. That's several hundred food that could have gone to Castle Age.
Okay.
But
That
yeah.
fight while a win seems pointless, or is it to prevent blue from attacking yellow space? So, what Mikey should have done after winning this fight, he should have either A, started to harass this goal that he could have ranged, or B, send his military around to scout the rest of blue's base, at which point he would find that palisade on the left. Instead, he brought his military home.
Yeah, he really doesn't know how. Like, he doesn't see the extent of blue's walls.
Yeah.
He has very little scouting information compared to.
And that's really important.
What's actually there.
Because if somebody, and this applies to all elos, if you come up against anybody and you see that they've stonewalled their base like this on a map like Arabia, an open map, which Mikey will now see the stonewall, that to me says that it's going to be really difficult for me to do damage to that person without siege units. Because stonewalls,
Yes.
right?
Yep. Stone walls are really tough.
So I need to get to the castle age. So I would produce less military and more eco. Which, like Jem said, Mikey's kind of invested quite a bit here as the latest castle time. And if he'd done a little bit of scouting and seen the stone walls, maybe he wouldn't have done that.
Right. I mean, now, well, he's adding in more scouts. I was gonna say he's close to getting Castle Age. But
yeah.
He's gotten full upgrades. He's gotten every upgrade in the blacksmith.
Except
that's
the
available
infantry
to,
one.
Except
Yeah.
infantry. Full upgrade squares, full upgrade scouts. Like, he's...
You think he was playing Bulgarians?
Yeah.
Yeah, castle dropping the gold is an option. You could also castle at home. I actually like castle dropping the gold just because if you mix Rattan archers, I genuinely don't know what Tatars do into Rattan archers. They would have to
I don't know
make
either.
step lancers. I guess they have really good step lancers, even though step
Do
lancers got
skirmishers
nerfed.
do well into Rattans?
I mean, no, Rattans count as scams. They could go
Okay.
Keshik, I guess, yeah. But if you castle drop the main gold, that could be an issue yet. So, if that's an option, plenty of army forward now though, and we are on our way up to castle age for Meerkat. He needs to bring some archers over here to kill the spears though. Don't let your scouts fight them. Good play by
Yeah.
Blue though. Waits for the archers to be pulled away and then sends the scouts out after the scams. Very smart
Yeah,
play.
I think Blue has taken a pretty good engagement here. Killed all of Yellow scouts.
Right.
Now the spearmen are dying. Okay, he needed to pull these spearmen back.
Yeah. If you
So-
don't have a really high APM, and you play archers, then you can attack move the same way you can on League of Legends, and I would advise doing that because
Mhm.
Mikey isn't doing that right now, and it looks like he's trying to manually kite and then shoot, so like this,
Yeah.
and his APM or isn't high enough to be able to do that consistently, it would seem. So yeah,
Yeah,
all these
he's
archers are just getting
right-clicking.
cleared.
Yeah, there's so many free shots these scouts are taking on these archers. He right clicked them back home and they like paved around.
Yeah. He's got more archers at
Like,
home, but they're just
he
sitting
oughta,
here.
He ought to just find a hill and just start shooting these scouts, you know?
Yeah. He's got
And
so many
now he
archers on the right.
He has crossbowmen or he has castle age, so he's getting crossbowmen. He should get Bodkin arrows.
He's
as
got
well.
1,200 food.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy your resource discrepancies. 2k wood, over 2k wood for blue,
More production
And then-
buildings.
1k food for yellow. So
It's another
not the most
barracks.
efficient economies for either player.
Yeah, another barracks for Mikey. He's just building 2 lines of buildings on the way to Leonardo.
Yeah,
Just 2 rows. Like this is where we will fight.
yeah. He's almost about to make like a team wall. If,
Yeah.
Like, Leonardo started walling in between these two wood piles.
Your crossbows can just stand still. They're just unupgraded scouts. You'd be fine.
Yeah, crossbowmen shred scouts. Yeah.
Cav will always outrun him, so in that case, just stand your ground, click one down, move a step to reset animations, click the next one down. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is what I would advise, Huggy, Hexy. And if you're like an ADC player or something from League, then you can probably get away with that. I was an ADC, so I can do that. But if your APM's a bit low, then just use the attack move instead. There's a 0.2 second delay or 0.5 second delay on attack move, but it's still more efficient than just running away like Mikey's doing here.
Yeah, Mikey's giving way too much respect to these scouts. He could just straight up
Yeah.
kill the scouts.
Yeah, there's some low
Like, he
HP
saw
scouts
2
in there
scouts.
too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and there's the skirmishers.
Send the scouts to fight the scams.
Gosh, but it's kind of crazy how we have like all these groups of units. There we go. Look at that. The scouts just dropped like flies.
Yeah. Immediately. I mean, Bodkin's in as well, so yeah, the scouts didn't have a chance.
So the thing is, Meerkat's taken some pretty good fights here with his army, but he can't really push into this at all without siege.
No, but he has added the second TC though, and Blue hasn't. He's got all of this stone, so I think we're going to see a castle come out soon from Blue. A defensive castle will really put a dampener
Right.
on Mikey's push attempt.
Yeah, that's absolutely what Blue needs to protect this forward gold, I think.
He's going with pikes. Blue is teching into pikemen against crossbows.
Yeah, that's a strange choice. I guess it's just both of these players are giving too much respect to the other player's scouts. Like it's like, oh, there's one like almost dead scout. I guess I'll go pikemen.
Yeah.
You know, squires. Why? And you're not even making infantry. You're making cav archers and knights, and you're making squires.
Town centre and defensive castle. I don't like the castle spot. I feel like it should have been next to this main gold at the front.
Yes.
We also still need the stone wall on the left hand side for Blue because that's just a huge weak spot. But some knights are coming out though.
Does Meerkat see it? Meerkat has no idea what's up
No,
there.
he
Meerkat
doesn't.
has no idea there's palisades.
Yeah.
He might assume that's just more Stonewall, so he's not even checking, or he just hasn't even thought about it.
Defensive castles are totally fine. He can't put one forward because he doesn't have the military numbers.
Yeah,
And
the
putting
castle
one,
being defensive is fine. The castle
yeah,
needs to be in a better position
yeah,
to defend more important resources.
yeah, because for it doesn't actually defend anything. It just stops the archer push. But I mean, there's so much more of his base that can just be walked into. So
Yeah, what sucks is that Meerkat's basically breaking in at the worst possible spot, because if he breaks
Yeah.
in with this house and then walks in past it, he's in range of a castle fire. He could
Yeah.
break a hole in anywhere else, really, and be better off.
yeah,
University.
university.
Even that upper house he was
probably.
attacking with his spearmen would be better, but they moved off. He's focusing fire on this one house, and then he's gonna.
Oh,
that
here come the
castle-
cavalry archers.
Alright, yeah, they all popped out. This seems to be a common theme of Blue likes to just garrison a bunch of units inside of his buildings and then just pop them all out at
Oh no,
once.
the crossbows didn't exactly as you predicted. Mikey
Oh,
realizes
but he-
quickly though,
Wow,
it just
that was a
loses the
good
one.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much actually, yeah. And the pikes do get kited down.
There's no reason to shoot at this house. This house doesn't do anything. I mean, he's probably just microing elsewhere.
Yeah, it's probably patrolled in. He's adding the TC forward.
Yeah, kind of forward, and it's not even really. I guess the problem is you'd want to put it next to the stone, but that's like a hill. I don't
Yeah,
think it fits right next
I
to the
think
stone.
he just wants wood, but then he should TC the right hand side of his base, secondary golden, and a wood right there. Really good TC
Uh-huh.
spot on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to get some map control, which I understand. CA from Leonardo is the wrong choice here. This is why I said Tatars are a weird civ. Because a civ that, like, is only really good at CA is a tough civ to play. Because, sure, Magyars have the best CA in the game, but they get full upgraded Paladin, they get almost fully upgraded Champs, they get almost fully upgraded Halb, they get fully upgraded Arblaster. Like, they're fine, they have options. Tatars only get Cavalier. And if you're going CA into Vietnamese, it's probably the worst civ you can go CA into, right?
Yeah, I feel like Vietnamese have incredibly good anti-archer options with their very powerful skirmishers and their unique unit, the Ratons. Those are both very good options to other archer players. So,
Yeah.
and that obviously extends to cavalry archers as well.
Yeah, so it's not. What I would like to see would be maybe. Sure, you can keep adding pikes in if you want. To defend against what could potentially be some cavalry to snipe, and go Scorpions instead. Get some siege Scorpions or Mangonels for the Tatars.
Okay, yeah, siege does really well into like mass archer like this. So.
Yeah, and the
That's
Tatars
pretty
have a
awesome.
pretty full siege workshop. They do miss BBC, but otherwise they're pretty solid. Like,
Yeah. But both of our players here are making very diverse unit comps. I think T90 would call these AI armies.
yep,
Knight, skirmisher, and crossbowmen, and then it's the pikemen that are just staying at home.
yeah,
Meanwhile, blue players making skirmisher,
Nice
Keshik,
chef.
knight, cav archer.
yeah. Keshiks generate gold when they're fighting as well. And they
Yeah,
would
but
be
they're
a
all
better
sitting in
choice than the
his
CA,
castle.
but yeah,
The
they're all
thing is,
sitting
he
there.
has no reason to hide these. Like, you could argue hiding units in these buildings, like, they can't go back in once you pop them out. So, like,
Yeah,
you know, hide them in while you don't need them, I guess. But these Keshiks should be out and fighting. There's no
Yeah.
reason why they shouldn't be out here.
yeah, I
fighting.
totally agree with you. Because right now all we're doing is kiting back with CA into elite scam. And
Oh, yeah.
it's not good. It's not good. Look how quick they die. Cavalry
Oh,
archers
yeah,
die
one
very
volley,
quickly to
one
skirmishes.
archer's dead. Oh, another's dead. Another's dead. Cav archers are a very expensive unit too. That's a lot of gold.
Oh,
It's just-
ballistics is
throw it
coming in
away.
for Meerkat. Thank Christ. He's in such a good spot right now.
Okay, well, the Keshiks are out. These are a pretty tanky unit. They have 2 pierce armor and 150
Yeah.
hit points. They're actually slightly better into like an archer comp than knights are because of the better HP.
Yeah. There's plenty of upgraded crossbows, so 2 volleys I think is killing one of these Keshiks. Need a little bit of
Yeah.
micro though. We want the crossbows hitting the Keshiks and the scams hitting the CA.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, it doesn't matter because
the numbers
I
are so
think
big.
Yellow just has the numbers. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like 4 Keshiks and like 8 Cav Archers into like 20, or this isn't even 20. This is 11 crossbow, 6 skirmisher. There was
So-
about 20 units here before some died.
So, it similar to the English language, rule of thumbs don't always mean 100% of the time, unfortunately, because the English language is fucked. The same can be said for Age of Empires. So, if it's a mounted unit, mounted range unit, or any kind of range unit, skirmishes will generally counter it. Skirmishes counter other skirmishes, for example. Any range unit, you typically want to go them. There's a couple of exceptions, like throwing axemen and things like that. But generally speaking, if the enemy's making a range unit, most of the time, making skirmishes is going to be a good option. If the enemy's making a mounted unit, most of the time, making pointy boys is going to be a good option. There's still a few exceptions like cataphracts and stuff, but
like blue is taking such a bad fight here.
yeah,
Throwing away Keshiks into a hugely, overwhelmingly superior army.
yeah, he's really trying to deny this castle, but
the Knights forward. This castle's gonna go up. I mean, I think he's actually killed all the bills.
No, there's one. There's one. Oh, there's 2.
Yeah,
you were right.
I see 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. And the best thing about this castle is once it's built, Mikey can click up. I don't think he's got the ability to click up without it. And then he can get Trebs out.
Oh yeah, trebuchets are pretty much the ultimate siege unit. So getting trebuchets breaking open this castle, like blue's got nothing. Like,
And now, yeah, but now the pike tech that blue got earlier is gonna come in handy. Because
except guess
Knights.
what? He has 11 camel riders queued in his stables.
Oh no!
He's making camel riders.
But he's only got
And
one
they're all
stable.
queued out of one stable. They're all queued out of one stable.
Okay, another good rule of thumb, Hexy. If there's more than like 4 units in one building, make another of that building.
Yeah. Like, actually, I'm looking at the resources, you know. I mean, he definitely should be making it 2, possibly 3 stables.
Yeah, Mikey's on his way up.
I'm looking at Meerkat's resources. Oh my god, he is rolling in riches.
Yeah.
He could have like 3 times the army he does now.
Yeah,
and
that-
he's still like in a dominant position.
The reason that Mikey is winning right now isn't because of the resource difference. It's blue could produce the amount of army Mikey has as well. It's just that look at Mikey's production. Look at this. Even more production being added in. The 6 ranges, 5 stables, 2 forward sieges. Like,
God, you're right, and it's all in like this line.
I said he was gonna do it.
How many mounted units does he have? What's wrong with saying mounted units?
I think he wants to mount a unit. Maybe he wants to mount my unit.
Yeah.
This castle now, this is where the first one should have been, I think, from blue. But it's too little too late. This gold is compromised. He only has that separate gold on the right left. Luckily, it is stonewalled in. Overchopped, though. He's overchopped on this wood line. Will Mikey notice it? I don't think he will, but he could accidentally end up in there if the camels lead him that way.
Is he overchopped on, like above the house?
Yeah. No, yeah, on the right-hand side, on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side.
You see where the gold is?
Oh, no, I see it.
Yeah.
After the stone wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Before the stone wall, got it.
And that's where his
Just
gold
take
is,
the
so.
fight. He's giving way too much respect to like 3 camels. Just take the fight.
Camels are only soft counter to knights anyway. You've got full upgrade for your knights.
Even numbers of camels to do well into knights.
The scams can tank Archfire.
He is just throwing units into this castle. He lost a lot of skirms.
Why is he queuing up rams? Stop queuing, Mikey. Why are you making rams?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gold wasted.
No
They could have been trebs.
Yeah, there should be trebuchets coming out of this castle.
Those could have been trebs.
Yeah.
Send the pointer boys over to deal with the camels. I respect.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, pikemen are kind of the Vietnamese option for camels outside of archers.
Yeah. Wow, the camels done
really
a pretty
bad
good
fight.
job against the pikes there.
Yeah, I mean, that was castle fire. Where
Ah,
their bodies are,
okay,
that's all
yeah.
within the castle fire.
Ah, okay. It's just me being dumb.
Yeah, look at that. That's like that castle is so good.
Yeah.
There are so many fights that have taken place in this little strip of land, and that castle's ranging all of it.
Blues
That
plugged the
castle's
gap as well
ranging.
now. Arbs coming in. Finally, some Trebs are being queued up. Keshiks are on the left. They could be going to raid. If Blue thinks about it, he could send them into raid, but the Knights are quick to follow those Keshiks, and we'll try to chase them down. Rams are going to come forward now. Arms are harassing some of these outer buildings, and Blue has put himself in this corner, and it could prove detrimental in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, he can't. We're past the point of the game where we can turtle. Blue's
Yeah.
making petards out of his castles right now.
Interesting.
His plan is to make petards and blow up the enemy castle. I guess.
Maybe it's for the Rams?
I mean, he's got camels killing the rams. So
Yeah.
think
What
it's
I would
gotta
love
be
to
for the
see
castle.
from Mikey right now is these stables that we're no longer using to make knights. We've got 5 of them. Let's pump out light cav. Like loads and loads of light cav. We've got 3,600 food to start throwing
Once
light
again,
cav into the enemy.
Arbalester's dying to castle fire, just continuing to give no respect to that castle. Oops. And here we go, we got trebuchets on the hill, shredding houses.
Yep. Literally one-shot in houses because of that hill bonus.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Boom boom. Yep.
And Blue's gonna be house soon, actually.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious that it's gonna happen.
The
Ooh,
camels
he's
are looking to
He's
raid.
doing a research out of that blacksmith, and it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
So, no more chain barding. He needed
The
that
petards!
armor
The
upgrade.
petards are here. I know there's raids going on in Mikey's base right now, but the petards are coming at the castle and the trebs. The
Oh
pikes
my
are gonna
God.
try tank the explosions. Oh
That's
my
not
god!
enough petards to do anything. Yeah,
But it's
no, you need,
uphill,
like,
so they do no damage.
you need like 10 on a normal elevation.
I think
but
it's
yeah, you're
7.
right, uphill.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
7?
I think
Yeah.
it's like 7 on a normal elevation, but that because it was uphill, they did nothing.
Yeah.
Bonus
like
damage, not a
4
range
hits.
bonus. Actually, correct, yeah. Camel raids are in, but camels are a terrible raiding unit. They take bonus damage to arrows. They have terrible
Yeah, and he
pierce.
doesn't have armor upgrades on these camels, so they're just
Yeah.
dying with TC fire. I mean, he has killed quite a bit of villagers here. He's actually taken the lead in Eco KD.
Yeah, but despite that, still 24 villages behind. Mikey's done a really
Yep.
good job of beaming whilst producing military here. The Trebs,
Yeah.
not in range of either of these castles though, so Mikey has yet to kill them. He's going to walk his arbs in again.
Yep.
Mikey, please. Mikey.
This castle, in its short existence, has killed like 30 of Meerkat's units or more.
Mikey, please.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just a matter of time before, you know... Okay, there we go. We've got a trebuchet in range. We have 3 unpacked trebuchets.
Okay, Blue
That could be
just
attacking
clicked
this
up.
castle.
And this is an issue because he doesn't have the best eco and he can't afford to make any military. So sure, he's going to get to imp, but it could be a very straightforward imp into GG.
Yeah,
Light
that's what
Cav
this
coming
looks
in
like.
for Mikey now, which I like because that means that we're going to start using all of this resource. We've got 5 stables. Start pumping them out now. They'll turn into Light Cav while they're running. Yes, let's go. I want more. I want more queued up. I don't just want 5. We've got 5,000 food.
Yeah, just the rest of your pop can be light cab and you're fine. You can
Yeah.
just run the light cab in. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's open. You can just run the light cab in past this castle. There's so much raidable eco back here.
Yeah.
Behind it.
I like him. I've
Oh,
got pierce armor.
he finally sees the
Oh, he
palisade.
sees the
55
palisade.
minutes in, he sees the palisade wall, and he is breaking through with 3 light cabs.
Yeah, and he's gonna get in very quickly with those light cav. They are fully upgraded as
Better
far as they
late
could
than
be.
never.
One castle has fallen. The Trebs will soon work on the next. Blue adding more
Yeah.
rangers in on the right hand side, but why is he adding rangers in? Camels was doing okay.
I mean, the problem is, Meerkat has such like a diverse unit comp that
Who
no
won
one
Chunkus?
unit is gonna do
Oh my
well
God.
to it.
Blue's quick walling the palisade. Mikey's not gonna get it in.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yep.
Engagement on the right hand side. Mikey throwing away some knights there.
Yep, there we go.
We want Chonkers, we want Chonkers.
That's like
but...
the first good engagement he's taken with these camels all game.
And he didn't. He wasn't even the one that took it.
Yeah. Honestly, chonkers would be glorious.
Just hit Town Bell from blue.
Yeah, that was a funny choice. I mean, like half of Blue Zico is like idle now. There's like a bunch of villagers just standing here next to these houses.
Yeah, he did make him without too much pressure. He
A
lost the one
heavy Cav
castle.
Archer. He gets heavy Cav Archer. That is a choice.
Well,
Because
the
that
thing
an
is,
extremely expensive tech.
he also gets free party and tactics as Tatar, so that comes in immediately as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty pog. And this CA will be stronger now. He's found that
But-
gold on the right, and Blue's moving over to that.
The thing about the heavy
Imp
Cav
Scam?
Archer upgrade, yeah, Imp Skirm. Yeah, Imp Skirm are gonna do great into these Cav Archers. The thing about heavy Cav Archer as an upgrade is that it's 1 damage. I think you get some HP, and then you get 1 damage.
It's very
Whereas if
expensive
you
too,
got
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's very expensive. If you compare it to the price of both Bracer and Chemistry, I think Heavy Cav Archer is more expensive than both of those combined.
Yeah.
So you're getting like twice the damage from a pair of upgrades that are like half the price.
Yeah, but he could afford those. He's got 2,500 food. I just haven't really seen either player use the market.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any market.
Oh my
used
god,
on
the elite
either
scams
side.
just killed those fucking camels. The imp,
Oh
the
yeah,
imp
and now
scams.
we're gonna kill like these, and now we're just gonna kill these Cav Archers too. They're
Very
like just
easily.
walking, and it doesn't matter because of how tanky
Oh my
they
god,
are.
what do you do right now? You've got Rams coming at you, there's Trebs, there's Lyca, there's Knights, there's Arbs, there's Pikes, there's Imperial scams, and there's even 2 monasteries there for monks if we want as well.
Yeah.
I really feel like if Blue stuck to 1 or 2 units here, he would have done fine. But he also tried to, he's towered the left hand side. He tried to add in
That's amazing.
so much.
What? Just to shoot at these 3 light caps,
Yeah.
you know, when there's like a 50-man army at your front door.
Oh, this is a GG castle from Mikey.
Get
As
out
he
of my
approaches
game, castle.
200 pop.
Absolutely. It's a GG castle and a GOMG castle. Get out
Yeah.
of my game.
And this is every
Barracks coming in
time.
from blue. Oh man, I wonder. Yeah, Tatar pikemen into massive amounts of Arbalest and skirmishers.
Yep.
I guess they'll deal with like the Knights and the Light Cav.
Town Bell rung again. But there's Rams here, there's Trebs here. Like those TCs don't really protect too much.
Oh, I love this. So I just noticed Leonardo. So one of the Tatar bonuses is that every town center, other than the first,
They
starting
spawn
in
sheep.
Castle Age, makes sheep.
Yeah.
And Leonardo has not taken any of their bonus sheep. These sheep are sitting here completely unused. Oh my god, Mikey has box selected the sheep and right clicked the barracks, and now the sheep moved up to the barracks. Like they're gonna attack with the horsemen.
Just start headbutting it.
Just start headbutting it for little horns. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why Blue hasn't resigned yet. I
It's
guess
GG,
Blue
well-
is just-
It's lower elo, right? We're talking about 800 elo here, so
yeah. Maybe I could come back against like all this.
yeah. Oh, he's been found as well. Oh my god, Mikey didn't realize he found him, but okay. GG.
GG.
Battle sheep, yeah, exactly. Blue waiting for double the score before resigning. Yeah, that's what he waited for, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Very fucking solid game from Mikey. Holy fuck. His
Yeah, well
production
done, Mikey.
edition was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. This is like team game arena levels of production.
Yeah. Just so much production. 8 archery ranges.
Sorry,
9 archery
9 ranges going forward, yeah.
5 stables, 2 siege workshops.
4 racks, double monastery, like,
We didn't
fucking-
make a single monk. Oh yeah, we have 3 monks.
yeah. Solid game from Mikey. Honestly, good job, man. Well done.
Yeah,
Well
good job.
The biggest takeaway, honestly, is probably that early scouting. Because if you found this palisade like early on, then yeah, would have been a bit different.
Gotcha.
You definitely didn't go all out because you're still putting 6,000 food, but we won't talk about it. I'll just get upset. Yes, we're ready for you, Chef. If you want to step this way, Mr. Iron. No, you could be the last game of the night, Chef. Quite gladly. You want to hop on in? We'll give you a quick
Yeah.
C and T. Gem, again, obviously no obligation for you to stay if you want to.
I think I might actually just lurk in chat for this one because I'm. Yeah, I feel like taking a rest, even though
No,
I only
it's
cast
totally
like one
fine.
game with you.
That's fine. I appreciate you stopping in and helping out. It's been awesome.
Yep, thanks for having me, Buns.
Thanks for being here, and you take care.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. So yeah, big hearts in the chat for Gem, guys, for joining us and helping out with some casting there. Exclamation mark Gem. Let's show some appreciation. Large army of 96 and yeah, Village Eye of 110 as well, so. Yeah, I ended up doing 2. I'm not mad, just disappointed. But yeah, we'll get an Iron Chef game in before we call it for tonight, guys. I always like to see some chef. Hopefully it'll be a Lithuanian step game, but we'll see. We'll see. Still keyed up. No worries, man. I'll find you as soon as you get a game. Maybe not as soon as you know what AoE's like, but just let me know when you find it. And we'll see what we can do. I'm playing badly. Need to get out of my slump. Didn't you just hit 1k? What do you mean? Golden Pit? Oh no. Okay. Well, I think you're gonna clap, and I think you'll kill them before they make Castle Age, Chef. The fact that it's Golden Pit won't matter. I believe in you. Right. Where's this Dawn game? There it is. Iron Chef is secure. It is going to be Franks versus Lithuanians on the Golden Pit. So Franks are your basic bitch Cav Civ. They get the free eco upgrades from your mill, so your farms are they have more food and you collect from them faster, so that's pretty important. And you also forage from berries faster with Franks as well. They have really cheap castles. The cavalry get 20% bonus hit points starting in the field age as well, and they can have 40% faster working stables with the unique tech in the imp age. So really good Knight Civ, kind of like I said, the basic bitch, the go-to Knight Civ. Lithuanians though, whilst they don't get that extra HP, they do get +1 attack for their knights for every relic that we gather. So, if Chef can get some early relics and it ends up being a knight fight, and he's got up to a maximum of 4 stored, then we're going to see big attack damage coming from the Lithuanians. So, we'll have to see how that one works out going into the game. They, of course, don't get Blast Furnace as a result, but they also have better Hussar than Franks as well because they get Winged Hussar. So, that's pretty important. They also have better spears. They move 10% faster. They start with 150 extra food as well. So we could see a favoured matchup for Chef here with Lithuanians, I think. There's not many civs that I think on horseback are really strong into Franks, but I think Lithuanians are a pretty solid pick. Franks are a scout cav rush early if the trash talking on Reddit is accurate. So, Franks typically, at most elos, well, it depends what you define as most helos, but at this helo, yes, opening scouts make sense. When you get to like 1200, everybody's man-at-arms with the archers. That's just the meta right now. So you will probably see that more. It'll be man-at-arms with the archers, because they get fully upgraded crossbows anyway. And then maybe, once they hit Castle Age, they'll transition into knights. But, yeah, man-at-arms with the archers is kind of the go-to on a lot of open maps. Both of Chef's additional sheep are at the base of the hill. That's kind of awkward, but at least they're together, so if he finds one, he'll find them all. Both of his boars are back. Red sheep are a bit awkward to find as well, but see what we can do. His deer are all around the berry bush as well. This is really good. So you can basically mill the deer and the berries at the same time. So that's really solid. Whereas Red's deer completely miles away from everything. Gold is very far forward. I actually do prefer Chef Space on this one. What's the relic spread looking like? Oh my god, talk about map packs for relics? Are you kidding me? Are you for real right now with this? So, we're missing a relic somewhere. I don't see it. I see the 4. There's one there. One right behind the space. So he's got 3 around the space, which is insane for Lithuanians. Then the 4th one over here. So the 5th one should be like up by Shakir, but I don't see it. Is there a relic here that I'm not seeing, guys? There are 5 on the map, but where the fuck? Where's the 5th one? Oh, is this it? I couldn't see it because of the fucking sand. Oh, colorblindness taking over. Yeah, relic is definitely favoring Chef. He does find all of his forward sheep. That's pretty handy. Ball being pulled in by Red now too. Be a very clean ball. All this right under the TC. No damage taken from his ult. Perfect from Red. Chef pulling his first ball in again right under the TC. At least 4 villas can drop off. Don't need any more than that. 5th going over to Wood, so we're probably not going to see Scout opening from Chef because you just have 3 on Wood typically. Red though, 3 on Wood. So 3 on Wood to me it does indicate we are going to see Scouts in the Feudal Age coming from a Red this game. And on a map like Golden Pit, early feudal aggression is pretty strong if you get enough damage done, because then you get control of all of this spicy, delicious res in the middle. So we'll have to see if that's going to be Red's game plan. I would have liked to mill on the other side, just so that we could get the deer a bit better, but this is still good. And if he realizes how close those deer are, which he scouted them, I'd actually rather he just hunted the deer instead of getting the berries here, honestly. Oh, it's Scout finds the Red TC, and it is taking down. Good reactions from Red to garrison and get that Scout killed. As he goes out to pull the second boar in. Oh, I do this all the time. He hasn't reset the waypoint. There you go. He's pulled the bow back. So pretty good reactions from Red so far in the Dark Age. Chef behind 2 villas as well. But only 10 seconds in idle TC time, so... Okay, Zach's only down 1 vil. And he's probably got Loom, I would assume. Yeah, he does. Whereas Red doesn't have Loom yet. That's the difference right there. 30 seconds for Loom. That's a villager. Second ball being pulled in by Chef. He's going to kill it with all of these sheepvilles, or shepherds, I guess, would be the easier way to say that. Nearly up to 14 on food, and then we'll see where Chef goes from there. Frank's player has added more onto the lumber now. Got Loom. Not quite got enough food to click up. If you dropped off, you would. These villagers have enough food on them to be able to click up. There you go. They finished the boar, and now you can click up the feudal. Off he goes. 19 pop up. Pretty solid for a Scout opening. Okay, Sheffy is going to go after the D. I really like this call from him. 1 vil after the gold. We're going to mining camp this, or we're just going to long pull it? More vills coming over to deal with the deer. I quite like this. Down to 3 on wood now too. The barracks is coming out. I'm interested to see where this one's going. Chef, of course, does have more food than Red because of that Lithuanian bonus. So, but he still hasn't clicked up because he's got all of these villages keyed. So maybe it's gonna be a weird FC gen kind of thing. Or Drush FC maybe, because he's got 3 militia coming out. That's what the 10 gold being collected was for. So we are going to see a Drush. It's a bit late for a Drush though. Drushing at 10 minutes, probably going to struggle to get some damage there, especially if you do see scouts coming out with the Frank player. Starting to wall up. Stable is going to be built with at least 2 vills. That's exactly what you want to look for. So scouts will be coming out. And they will make short work of any militia they run into as well. Yeah, Chef gone a bit greedy with the Dark Age boom here, I think. Could end up costing him if he's not able to get a castle at a reasonable time. Double bit is in and 3 scouts already queued up for red, so yeah, here comes that scout rush. Heading in his farms now. Scout won't spot these militia, but Chef is going to run into a couple of palisade walls. Starting scouts here for red. But that's probably set to auto scout, I would think. Just going to use the manually made one as Chef is on his way to feudal. And I wonder if he's going to add a spear or 2 in here. That would be ideal from Chef once he hits feudal. Add 2 or 3 spears. They'll deal with any scouts quite promptly. Yep, there you go. 2 spears coming straight out. When he sees a couple of additional scouts, he may add in more spears. He has small walled nearly. Oh, get the last small wall up. Never mind, Red's just passing anyway. You're fine. So his wood is safe. I think there might be a gap on this side though. Oh no, there's a tree just there that we can't see. And the militia from Chef are in. So he is actually going to cause idle time for these villagers. Look how far they have to run. So much idle time as the villagers scarper away from these men with clubs. Spearman does fall, but it takes a scout with him. 2 in total, I think, actually. Another spear's coming over here. Chef going to try Vill fight this one. He does have Loom, but 1 Vill's going to fall. These are Frank scouts. They have that bonus HP, that 20% bonus HP we mentioned at the start of the game. So 54 is pretty tanky. The extra bonus damage from the spears, though, will stave off the knights. Market coming down. I imagine a blacksmith will soon follow, and we are going to see an early castle age from Chef. It'd be better to patrol this spear rather than trying to right-click onto the scouts. Low HP vills onto the farms. You send the high HP vills back to the berries. That's ideal. Militia are being vill fought. Villagers can fight militia, by the way. They have like the same stats as long as he's got Loom. So yeah, villagers won't struggle in this particular engagement. But more idle time paused by Chef, as Red still is not fully walled because this house hasn't gone up. Chef just about has enough food to go castle. And there it is. When I watch the stream, he loves being scourged. I mean, you're against the Franks. It's an open map. You can kind of see it coming. But he handled it well enough. There's a hole here for Red. But he's noticed it. Yeah, it's not a bad fast castle time. Considering he'd done a rush with it as well. Red only just going on to gold now, so it's going to take him a while to accrue the resources he needs to be able to click up. He is quite far ahead in vills, though, 9 vills up. And Chef adding stables in very early on, so we're going to see Knight play, but I don't know if we're going to have the resources to support it. 6 on food is definitely not enough. 3 on gold is definitely not enough. Oh my god, Red's vills haven't gone back to work after fighting that militia. So that militia's actually done way more damage than it should have if you think about it. Look at this idle economy time for Red. He's noticed now. 32.5 minutes of idle economy time for Red compared to Chef's 10 minutes. That's such a huge difference. You could argue the vill count's a huge difference as well, but Castle Age is like 5 vills potentially. So yeah, he could go try to drop a castle, try to drop TCs, which is what he's doing, and take control of this middle ground. And then he's got access to all the gold and all the stone. What I would advise him to do at this point is to get to probably I wouldn't even make knights now because he's dropping TCs instead. He should have all of his vills on stone and wood and food instead of gold, and just not make any knights at this point, and just get all on the stone and start dropping castles. Because Frank castles are cheap as well. Frank castles are only 488 stone instead of 650. So we're gonna be beaten to the castle race if we're too late going to stone. And we don't have the eco to spam military. Our vill count's too low. Small walls deleted on his gold at home, so he's going to send a couple of vills out there. One scout gets picked off. Of course, scouts are quicker than knights, so Red could just run away here, unless husbandry's in for Chef, but I don't think I've seen him pick it up. So, 2 TCs, villagers producing out of both, so you love to see that. Knight did catch up to the scouts as Red stopped microing, so they will die. House wall coming behind the palisade, so Red is going to stay at home. Now, the problem with doing this on Golden Pit is there's very finite resources at home. Look at this. There's just 6 tiles of 8 for the gold and 4 for the stone. So, well, 8 for the stone, actually. So, there's not a lot of gold. And when you compare it to the amount of gold in the middle, yeah. Not contested middle can pretty much be GG. If Chef is able to not be housed as he adds more in and use this middle advantage nice and early. Like I said, going to stone, going to gold, really abusing these ore tiles. I'll delete these palisades as well. It's going to make it harder for your blows to drop stone off. And finish